This is lesson 18. This will be somewhat advanced understanding. Got a lot of images, and I was actually able to collect, by searching for construction permits issued for Fruit Street, I was able to grab a picture by Mass General Hospital that was developing on Fruit Street. They happen to have this drawing of a section through the jail. I'm going to tilt it up. Not on red, but on the green axis. We're going to go 90, right? Let us go into window preferences, go into OpenGL and use maximum texture size. We don't care about performance. We need to improve the fidelity of the rendering of that image. So look at that. How cool. I've already scaled this drawing. So let's look at front. No, left. Left. X-ray. And I'm going to move that image along the Z-axis. We don't need any of those plugins. And the Z-axis, so that it aligns perfectly with, lock the blue axis in place, top of the roof. Notice how those floor slabs are in pretty good alignment. This is not a vector graphic, so you got to be careful, but I'm going to, let's pull it again on the red axis and just pull it so it lines up with the back of that. I'm going to use that outline as the shape of the roof truss. For now, let's create a scene. Rename roof truss elevation work. Now I'm going to hide a ton of stuff. Slabs are pretty much where they belong. These floor slabs are forming an attic floor, if you will. So let's just draw the shape of this roof. I'm going to start out here somewhere. The midpoint has got to be the top, right? Midpoint, and roughly Let me copy that, edit, paste in place, and then flip it. Flip along the blue axis. No. Flip along. Let's just go ahead and draw the other side. Paste that in place and rotate it. Rotate a copy, Control 180. Okay, now we got both sides of that. I'm going to make that a group. I'm going to edit that group and extrude it. Entire length. View. Let's measure how long we have to extrude it. I'm having a little trouble. So we got to go about 315 feet. That way, 315 feet. closed group. That forms the outline of the roof, right? Let's go to isometric model view. So we've got that shape in hand. We can actually repeat that. If I measure somehow, if I edit draw a line from midpoint to there, midpoint so the ridge of the roof is going to live there. I'm going to select that and rotate a copy based on that point. Tap the control key and just turn it that way. All right? So that's in the same place. You can see by the intersection. Now I'm going to move this back. Because it's a group, I can modify it as well. So I'm going to move in that direction, green axis, snap to that end point. This side, that face is going to move on the red axis to that edge, right? We don't have to have it precisely, but that is, pretty much what's going on. Lesson 18, I guess, will be about roofs. That needs to come out a bit, so we overhang. We could refine that, close that group later. So I can take that shape. If I wanted to give it a soffit of sorts, I could draw a rectangle along the bottom. Let's stay along that axis, right? Draw it approximately. Select the edge. Can we move that, or is that going to stick together? No, that'll do. To that point. And then I can push that part of it back through the model to the end, right? So now it's starting to become a little bit more refined. Close that group. If we want to do the same here, let's try to measure what we did here. 2 feet or so. I wasn't very careful about that, but I could here create a rectangle I don't want to draw it that big. Take that edge, move it in that direction, then select that face and push it there. Now, that's a big solid shape, right? It's going to have to be subtracted from the middle over there. So we're going to have to find a way to open up the intersection of those, and that'll be the subject of a different lesson. File, save. And this will be Lesson 18, Roof, Part 1.